morning everyone. We are the Blue H2 domain. I am Justin Gabriel Ibrahim from Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering 1.
And my name is Juhari Evineto from Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering 1.
And I'm Charles Louis Lanjao from Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering 1.
And I am Jenrick Salibar from Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering 1.
Water. You might not see it, but this is probably the strangest thing in the universe. Here's why. Every molecule of water on the Earth, and inside you or any other living thing, has existed for billions of years. After it came to Earth, that water has been cycling through rocks, air, animals, plants, and back again. Each molecule has been on an incredible voyage before coming to you. At some point, the water inside you would have been inside dinosaurs, bacteria, the oceans, storm clouds, the polar ice caps, and much more. Our solar system is drowning in water. Once upon a time, we thought that we were alone on Earth with so much water, but in fact, it's the second most common molecule in the universe. We now know there's water on the Moon, on Mars, Pluto. In fact, there's H2O on almost every object in our solar system, and where there's water, there could be life.
Water is essential in our life. Now, do you want to know more about water? The origin of water on Earth is the subject of abundant research in the fields of planetary science, astronomy, and astrobiology, but we will focus to chemistry. Earth is unique among the rocky planets in the solar system, and that is the only planet known to have oceans of liquid water on its surface. Liquid water, which is necessary for life as we know it, continues to exist on the surface of Earth because the planet is at a distance, known as the habitable zone, far enough from the sun that it does not lose its water to the runaway greenhouse effect, but not so far that low temperatures cause all water on the planet to freeze. Let's talk about the history of water. Who discovered the composition of water? Actually, it was the chemist Henry Cavendish who discovered the composition of water when he experimented with hydrogen and oxygen and mixed these elements together to create an explosion called oxyhydrogen effect. The explosions are hydrogen explosions caused by leaked hydrogen and oxygen in the air inside the building shell. What is a hydrogen explosion? A hydrogen explosion occurs when air includes more than 5% in density of oxygen and more than 4% in density of hydrogen. Then they ignite with the resulting explosions. The new research suggests that Earth's water came from both rocky materials, such as asteroids, and from the vast cloud of dust and gas remaining after the sun's formation called the solar nebula. Now let's talk about the importance of water. Water travels throughout your body carrying nutrients, oxygen, and wastes to and from your cells and organs. Water keeps your body cool as part of your body's temperature regulating system. Water cushions your joints and protects your tissues and organs from shock and damage. How did water become as a universal solvent? It is because water is capable of dissolving more substances than any other liquid. It means that wherever water goes, either through the air, the ground, or through our bodies, it takes along valuable chemicals, minerals, and nutrients. Let's talk about the resources of water. First, we have the surface water. Surface water is a key component to the hydrologic cycle. Surface water is any body of water above ground, including streams, rivers, lakes, wetlands, reservoirs, and creeks. The ocean, despite being salt water, is also considered as surface water. Water that seeps deep into the ground is called groundwater. Groundwater is often hidden deep in aquifers, permeable rocks and sediments, and is extracted using pumping wells. Often, aquifers can be renewable water resources, slowly replenished by rainfall infiltration over hundreds up to many thousands of years. Water. Wastewater comes from ordinary living processes: bathing, toilet flushing, laundry, dishwashing, etc. Wastewater is the polluted form of water generated from rainwater, runoff, and human activities. It is also called sewage. It is typically categorized by the manner in which it is generated, specifically as domestic sewage, industrial sewage, or storm sewage. Lastly is the salt water. We all know that the majority of water on Earth is salty. Chloride and sodium are the most abundant ions found in salt water. Other ions or elements, particularly in the oceans, include magnesium, sulfur, calcium, potassium, and much more.
States of water. Solid and ice. The water molecule. Ice is the solid state of water, a normally liquid substance that freezes the solid state at temperature of 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees of Fahrenheit, or lowest and expanded to the gaseous state at temperature of 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. To be precise, when water freezes, water molecules form a crystalline structure maintained by hydrogen bonding. Solid water or ice is less dense than liquid water. Ice is less dense than water because the orientation of hydrogen bonds causes molecules to push further apart, which lower than density. A liquid takes on the shape of its container. Water molecules are stay close together, but they can move or slide past one another. A liquid is a nearly incompressible fluid that conforms to the shapes of its container but retains energy. Keeping a constant volume independent of pressure. Gas or vapor. Water gas, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen produced from synthesis gas. Synthesis gas is a useful product.
And now, let's talk about types of water. Tap water, mineral water, spring or glacier water, sparkling water, distilled water, purified water, flavored or infused water, or alkaline water. Tap water, also known as filtered water, running water, or municipal water. Mineral water is water from a mineral spring that contains various minerals such as salt and sulfur compounds. Spring is the result of an aquifer being filled to the point that the water overflows onto the land surface. Water is a refreshing alternative to sodas, but is it any healthier? Distilled water is water that has been boiled in vapor and condensed back into liquid in a sense. Flavored water is a water that sweetened with either sugar or artificial sweeteners and contains natural or artificial flavorings. In alkaline water refers to its pH level. The pH level is a number that measures how acid or alkaline a substance is on a scale of 0 to 14. For example, something which of pH of 1 would be very acidic, and something with a pH of 13 will be very alkaline.
Impurities of water. The types of impurities in water can include dust, dirt, harmful chemicals, biological contaminants, radiological contaminants, and total suspended solids. Total suspended solids are visible particles that can make water appear cloudy or hazy. Now, let's talk about properties of water. Water is liquid at room temperature as a direct consequence of hydrogen bonding between adjacent water molecules. Pure water is liquid between 0 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. Lastly, water is an excellent solvent, often referred to as the universal solvent. Water is called the universal solvent because it is capable of dissolving more substances than any other liquid. This is important to everything living things on Earth. It is water's chemical composition and physical attributes that make it such an excellent solvent.
So pour yourself a glass of water now and take a good look at this colourless, featureless and tasteless material. It's actually remarkable. It breaks so many rules of chemistry that scientists struggle to understand it. But without its rebel behaviour, none of us, nor our world, would exist. You're only here watching this video because water is so strange.